What's up?
They call me Cold Ford, a redneck boy from down in the south. I thank the good Lord for giving me a chance, so I run my mouth. I represent country folks, hunt deer, hunt ducks, drive trucks, and live it. Every day we work and pray, need some help, a redneck will give it. I rock that camo fashion, good old boys, I was on the move. We got the world asking why it is that we do what we do. We love the outdoors, God, family, faith, and friends. This is redneck approved, it'll stay that way until the very end.
All right, what's going on? Little Colt Ford there. That's right, baby. Golly, you gotta love that style of life, man. You gotta keep it alive, keep it going. You gotta keep talking about it every day, because every day they're trying to take it away, man. Every day they're trying to take away freedom, trying to take away things, ban things. That's never the answer. It's never the answer, man. And all this stuff's already illegal anyways. I'm pretty sure bombing people and sending bombs to people is illegal. You know? It's already illegal, man. You can't put another ban on it. It's already banned. You know? It's already illegal to shoot people. You can't put another ban on it. Unless you're defending yourself because they're about to kill you or do something crazy to you. I mean, you know, if they're busting in your house, gonna destroy everything and you know, in there to rape your kids or something. Yeah, about time to start shooting back. Time to defend. But that's the only way. The only way that you use it, not lose it. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So the Austin bomber guy, he's gotten, I guess he got 5 bombs off, 6 bombs off, and he blew himself up. So if you live by the bomb, wow. I'm trying to put all the words together at once again. I do that sometimes. You live by the bomb, you die by the bomb, right? Was that about like the Muslim idea? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Right? Blow some people up, blow yourself up. That's definitely a little jihadi-ish. A little jihadi-ish there. Just wanting to see the world burn and incite all sorts of insanity, that's a little bit Antifa-ish right there. Antifa. That sounds a little crazy. So I don't know what happened to this guy after high school. Apparently his high school picture's circulating online. He looks a little different in the FedEx picture where he was sending that package or whatever. But apparently he just wanted to go crazy and blow people up. And then, well, I guess turnaround's fair play on that one, right? So then he blew himself up. Bang. Well, right there, Fred. I'm just glad that... well, I hope it's over. I hope that he stopped. I'm still keeping an eye out. Not exactly for... just for the news stories for the most part, and hoping that everyone stays safe. You know, I've ordered packages online. I've ordered things in the mail. Things have come in from various shipping places. I would never want to think that that package is going to blow up when I open it. What the hell? You know, you order your package, you're all excited, you think, oh man, cool stuff, man, it's on the way, good news. And the package that you ordered gets there, and it blows your face off. What the hell is that? What a horrible way of going about things like that, man. That's not funny, that's not cool. It's not cool to shake everyone up about things that they used to be excited about, things that used to be fun, and give everyone a second thought when they're opening a package these days. Yeah, go screw yourself. Well, I guess he's blown himself up at this point, so he's already done that. I don't know. Did y'all just see the X-Files? There was one a couple weeks ago. They were like vampire-like organ harvesters, right? They were feeding off the organs and lifeblood of the living to stay young. I mean, it sounds exactly like the elites eating baby tissue and things like that. You know, aborted babies, selling the babies and using their cells and everything like that to extend their life. It sounds almost exactly like that. Oh, I'm going to be young forever. I've got the life extension now. Yeah, I think we have that, but I don't think we need to kill people for it. I also don't think we need to kill babies for it. And I think it should be readily available. Stem cells, things that can grow, things that can make things better. Yeah, absolutely. No, instead they put all the fluoride and chemicals in the water and they screw it up where your cells can't really grow correctly or at least replenish themselves. And then you have to go get supplements and spend all of your money so that you're completely strung out by the time you get done with it and you can't really do anything else. because the monetary system's there to enslave your ass. That's right. Woodrow Wilson, what did you do to us? We need to end the Fed. We still need to end the Fed. That audit the Fed bill has to go through. It has to. Of course, we've been fighting for it now for 10 years, so I'm starting to think, what the hell? I mean, are we ever going to get it? Are we ever going to get it? I just want a little freedom here, man. I just want some freedom. Give me some of that freedom. Woo! On a Wednesday night, March 21st, 2018, by the way. I forgot to even put the date. Oh, I'm just going crazy with you here on a Wednesday. I just saw the most recent X-Files. The truth came out. We all knew that Mulder wasn't the father like several episodes ago. And then they had the character that's sort of like Alex Jones, like the radio host, saying that he had Scully. Actually, he was pointing to Mulder primarily. They were talking about releasing some kind of bioweapon agent to destroy everyone. Alex was actually talking about that a little bit today, about how everyone got the flu this past season. And I did. I got it for a couple days, and I hit the silver bullet, and it was gone just like that. But I think they're ramping it up. And they're definitely trying to experiment with these vaccines to see if they can jump species with some of the other ones. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. I don't know what exactly is going on. The X-Files show, I'm not going to give too much away, but we all knew that Mulder wasn't the father of the kid. Basically, they were chasing around the kid the whole time. He had special powers. I personally think, they didn't say it in the show, but it's my interpretation that basically he was some kind of alien genes mixed with human genes, some kind of splice experiment. Some kind of experiment. And Scully gave birth to him, and carried him. But it's about like there's a human animal chimeras gestating in cows. Of course, they're not to create superhumans or anything like that. They're just to create things that we can violate rights and steal organs from. That's pretty much all that is. That way you don't have to violate actual people's rights, because this isn't an actual person. No, it's a mix of the two, right? So it's basically an animal, right? So you can just do whatever you want. That's the idea. I'm not saying I'm in favor of that. Although I am in favor of just advancing our own cells and doing things that are good for us instead of hurting us. Anyway. So X-Files tonight, it was fun. And the kid did not die at the end. He came back up out of the water. Of course he's not going to die. If he can make himself look like anything and transform and move objects and stuff, then he can stop a projectile coming at him, I'm pretty sure. No matter how fast it's going. So that's that. Anyway, I'm surprised they weren't using the aborted babies in that other vampire organ-eating episode. That was insane. Oh, man. You want to turn in your guns to Trump, even though you think Trump is the tyrant. You have all these march outs opposing guns, right? But then, on top of that, we had the Maryland school shooting that happened that didn't get a whole lot of press. There was an armed resource officer on the stage, on the scene, on the stage. God, man, don't even have that Freudian slip. The whole world's a stage at this point. Everyone's just virtue signaling and doing things everyone's just acting. They're LARPing. While real things are happening and people are getting shot. I'm not saying the shootings are not real. I'm saying that people aren't taking them very seriously, and they're not reporting on them correctly. They're politicizing all of them. And then you get this one in Maryland where a resource officer was on scene, and he shot the offender. He shot the shooter and stopped it from becoming some kind of mass casualty. Now the shooter still killed a couple of people, and it was completely horrible. But it would have been a lot worse had that guy not been there, armed and ready to put it down. So you kind of have to look at that like, hey, instead of 20 dead, we have 2. Now, is 2 good? No, it's horrible, it's awful, it's horrific. You don't want any. So you have to focus on the mental health, the ability of the parents to raise kids, and you have to stop the breakdown of the family and stop all the crazy ass drugs that are going around out there. Let people like kind of work things out normally instead of, I don't even know how people are growing up now. It's getting insane. And I hate to say that because I feel like it wasn't that long ago, you know. I grew up where there was that good mix of internet later in life when you were kind of old enough to handle it, and you kind of grew up while the technology was growing up. So you got little pieces of the technology along the way, and it was at a good pace, and you could handle it by the time it got around. Now it's just like, I mean, like little kids are walking around and they have iPads and stuff. It's like, no, what are you doing? There's no need for that. You need to actually go and do things in real life. Like, not in real life, but you need to get out in the world and learn how to handle things for real first instead of doing everything virtually. You know, go out and play in the mud, play with some sticks. Right? I used to run around the yard and play with sticks and stuff. Throw the ball, see if I'd hit a tree to get a first down. Throw a ball around. Or if you're not an only child, maybe you have a brother or sister that would actually throw the ball with you. Do things like that. Or if you do play video games, like play with each other, I don't know. That could lead to some fighting. I've seen that. Even at the college level. But you can't just be born with an iPad in your hand. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. You have that little bit of a period where you don't have anything, and then you have a little bit, and you have more. I got Nintendo when I was 5, but I always put it down and went fishing, and went and played golf and stuff. I went outside. I went and played with sticks. And then I'd come back inside at night and play Nintendo for a little while, and then I'd go to bed. It's kind of still how I do it now, only instead of going out and looking around the world, I go to work. Which is okay, so I guess I have to stare at a screen even longer, but that's better than it could be, you know? Oh, man. Oh, also, by the way, if you got kids that aren't going to class in mass, like whole schools saying that, hey, let's just march out and waste a few hours doing a march out. And you know the kids, man, they just want to get out of class. They just don't want to do any work. That's how they are. And yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do the march out. I say defund those schools. Defund the public schools. Defund that system until it matches the values. Or at least don't ask me to fund it, because I don't want to. I don't want any of my tax dollars going towards a public school right now. Done. Done. You just say what you want, but it's all garbage. As soon as the Common Core came in, that's when I was out. To hell with that. To hell with the Common Core. Everyone that's making all the wrong decisions. The huge bureaucracy. All of it. Defund the public school until they get their act together and quit wasting our money. I'd rather have it in my pocket. And no, I haven't learned a damn thing from a public school other than society's in bad shape. That's what I've learned from public school. Let's see. Yeah, bombings in Austin. I got that. Covered that guy. Live by the bomb, die by the bomb. Oh, there was a Muslim stabbed some people at a sleepover. He killed a 13-year-old. He said he was inspired by faith. Sounds like a jihadi. He was 17. So I guess we need to ban the knives too. Well, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to stab people. That doesn't stop anyone from doing it, but hey, you're not allowed to do it. But nobody cares. People still just do it, right? So where was that? In Florida? I don't know. I didn't write it down. Stephen Hawking, the guy in the wheelchair there, he was like kind of the mouthpiece for the globalist agenda lately. very brilliant man in his life, and God rest his soul, died at 76. To speak on Stephen Hawking, though, lately all he's been saying is a bunch of propaganda pushed by the elites, the globalist elites. He didn't have much good to say in his last few years here, and I've pretty much taken him as some kind of globalist talking piece, some kind of token speaker guy, because he was on the decline as far as I could tell for the last few years, and didn't have much good to say. Oh, apparently he's worth a fortune too. Oh, imagine that. Wonder how he got that money. Anyway, the Democrats stole PA, flipped a bunch of electronic votes. Of course they did. It's all beta testing because they're trying to steal a bunch of things in 2018 midterms. I hope we don't let them do that. Pence to Savannah. That was awesome. I did actually get to see Pence. That was cool. And I tried to talk about that Sunday, but my chat got interrupted. So, it's all right. Because there's people there doing real things and they want to hang out and do things in real time. It's better than doing them electronically. Again, right? I'm one of the people that was born with both things. I can put the computer down. It doesn't matter. Like, I can put this thing down right now. If people are calling me and I'm blowing up or whatever, well, fine, whatever. We'll put it down for a minute. I can pick it back up whenever. Doesn't matter. I don't have to have it. Not addicted to it. I'm just doing this. Hell, I really don't even want to have to do this chat anymore. I'm just talking to you and hanging out, but I'm having to put this stuff out because the attack on freedom is so crazy that somebody's got to keep talking about it. We have to talk about it. Like, if we don't, and we just keep it silent, then damn, they're going to take away everything we have. YouTube is now going to be banning gun videos. They're going to ban any videos that are talking about firearms and how to use firearms and how to care for your firearms. That's insane. Why would you be banning the firearm videos? Those are good videos that try to train you and get you where you can use firearms. You can search right now how to build all those crazy ass bombs. You'll probably find a way to do it on YouTube. But they're banning all the conservative groups. Basically, they're mixing and matching words so that they can ban everybody that they want to ban that stands for freedom and free speech. And then they'll just push forward whatever agenda they want. That way they can control what you're thinking in the future. That's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to kill the First Amendment. They go ahead and do that, and then they'll be able to kill the Second. And then they'll be able to kill them all. And that's that. I mean, it's insane what they're trying to do. YouTube. I'm going to have to switch off the platform. I'm going to get on that other one I was talking about before. BitChute. BitChute. I'm going to try to move over to that one, maybe as soon as this weekend. It might be my beta test this weekend to get off YouTube. Go ahead, in the channel, switch it over. Maybe BitChute will work a little better for me. Or at least the audience will be pretty cool. Because YouTube, it's gone off the rail. It's gone off the rail into authoritarian censorship. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that. There was this guy that did he had a girlfriend that he said the girlfriend liked his little dog. Like, they liked their little dog. She had this pug. She's like, oh, look at it. Buddha. No, it's Buddha. That's it. Buddha. He's so adorable, right? This little pug dog. Oh, he's so adorable. I love this dog. And this guy's like, man, you love that dog more than me. Why do you love that dog more than me? And so he taught the dog basically a bunch of, like, Nazi tricks, giving him treats. He'd be like, hey, man, do you want to gas the Jews? And the dog would look over and get all excited because probably he was getting a treat every time he said that for a little while. It's like, I know this girlfriend likes the dog a lot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to train him to be something that's basically horrible. And the guy said, yeah, I don't like the Nazis or anything like that. I'm not pro-Nazi, but I'm going to teach the dog to be a Nazi real quick. So he taught the dog to do like this Nazi stuff, like Sieg Heil, and the dog would raise its paw up or whatever. I'm pretty sure the dog has no idea any other than, hey, that means shake, or that's going to be a treat or something. Anyway, in the EU, he got arrested for some kind of hate speech or insensitive content and is facing prison time for teaching his dog, like, Nazisms, I guess, to be the best word for it. So, God forbid you make a joke video about somebody being a Nazi. God forbid you joke around about things. He was clearly making a satire video. It was not even close to anything serious. He didn't hate the Jews. He wasn't out to become Hitler or promote Hitler or anything like that. He was just having fun. And YouTube's taken the video down, banned it, and he's gone to court and been convicted of some kind of hate speech crime. Out of control. So if you can start doing that, I guess you can start doing that to everybody. I guess everybody's a hate speech crime person now, right? Yeah, right. Can't, God forbid, you have a comedy show without pushing some kind of regressive agenda. It's not progressive, it's regressive. That's the upside down world of the Satanists. They call themselves progressive because they're the opposite of progressive. They're regressive. They are upside down Satanists. That's how Satan works, upside down, man. In case you don't get it yet. Anyway. YouTube, I'm going to have to get off the platform. It's not good. So I'm going to have to shut this channel down and just take it down and get the hell off here and get to BitChute. But I'll try to leave y'all a link to where I'm going on BitChute before I take this thing down completely, and I'll talk about it before I take it down and everything else. I'm just preparing you for what's coming, because this is complete. I mean, you want to talk about Nazis? This is the censorship. They'll throw you in the gulag there. This is the censorship that they do. That's what the Nazis do. We had Putin got reelected. Russia is trying to break free of the globalists. They're trying to break free of the crazy cabal that is running everything. They're trying to put promotions for having families in there. They're trying to do this stuff. Some people say that the elections are rigged. Some people say that Putin's doing some hardcore authoritarian stuff, the likes of which Hill Dog would do. You know, Roger Stone, I think, said something like that today. Alex seems to think that Putin's pretty legit and is trying as hard as he can. I tend to think it's somewhere in between. And I think the Russians are trying to come out of it. But they're also hedging their bets in case they can't get out of it. And this isn't something that you hedge your bets against. If you hedge your bets with this thing and kind of play both sides, you're going to lose. You can't play both sides on this. You cannot go with the globalist authoritarians. You got China sitting there putting these people with their suicide nets and everything else, their crazy ass factories. They work everybody to the bone with their coffin apartments, and they don't get paid jack. Complete Politburo communist elections. The guy just declared himself dictator forever, and then you got to watch companies like Apple that are giving the entire cloud over to China with all of the data on it. And Russia, I don't see a Politburo or a communist regime electing Putin. I think it's a little bit more nationalist, and I think they're trying to break out, and they're trying to get a new renaissance going. It's just they're still overcoming everything that they've been through with communism. They're still overcoming it. I mean, it'll send your country straight to hell for a very long time. That's why I don't want it here. Jeez, Stalin, and Mao over there. I mean, there you go. It's just it's horrible, and they're trying to break away from that mindset. And as long as they're trying to do that, and they want to work with us, and Trump's trying to work with them, I think, which is good. Good news. So Putin, just keep staying free of the globalists, keep breaking free of the globalists, continue to work in your own interest outside of them, but also let's ally up and let's go ahead and work also in our interests. I mean, we can do some things that are mutually beneficial. So I think that's where we need to go. First day of spring happened. It was, I guess yesterday, today, I don't know, yesterday. And on the first day of spring, we had tornado watch. We had tornadoes all over the place out there. We had a hailstorm here and there. Luckily, it did not hail on me. It's like the last thing I need right now, especially after I just went up to Athens. Come on, man. Don't put me in that situation anymore. I can't take it anymore. Please, I can't take it. So the hailstorm passed me by. I'm happy about that. First day of spring. It was only up to about 60 today when I got back. We are in daylight savings time. Running starts soon. I need to lose around 25. Around 25. I got a month to do it. A little more than a month. Almost 2 months to do it. So we'll get that done. Maybe I'll run tomorrow if the temperature gets up a little bit more. I don't like cold weather, man. It sucks. Yeah, you know where YouTube's really going with that? They're going to start banning video game videos where if you're playing like a shoot 'em up or something like that, they're going to ban those. They're going to ban advertisements for those. They're going to ban all sorts of anything with any kind of gun, shooting anything. Hell, they might even start banning like warlocks and swords and stuff. Medieval things. If they really go down that road, heck, half the people on there just do video games anyway. A lot of the people that are on there just play video games and post it. I've done it before, where I just play a video game and just play. I mean, if YouTube starts to take away shoot 'ems and first-person shoot 'em ups and those kind of video games, they're going to suffer big time. I'm going to have to get off the platform. That's where you go. I mean, where do you go from it? And one last big piece of news. The former Marine, there was a former Marine who shot an investigator. He shot an investigator in the back twice and was trying to run over him and ram into him with a car. And ran him, wow. He ran him down with a car and he shot him twice in the back. And the investigator was Jack Berkman, who was looking into the Seth Rich case. And the guy that shot him was a former Marine. Some kind of hardcore, badass crazy. And the guy, Jack Buchanan, actually lived through it. So I guess that's a pretty tough guy. But that's how it happens. That's who comes for you. When they come for you, man, they bust the door down with all sorts of hard-ass motherfuckers, and they destroy you. Oh, I shouldn't have... Hey, belay that, right? Oh, we're teleprompter free. I just have a couple of cards that I write some things down on. But I gotta talk about it, because this place is turning into a complete censorship hell. And I'm tired of it being a censorship hell. You know, what is going on with the censorship? Why are you banning gun training videos? Why are you banning guns? Why are you banning anything? Banning things is not the answer. You can't ban the iron rod. You know? They still have iron rods, even if you've banned them. Pretty sure you banned blowing up innocent civilians. That's not allowed, is it? It's not allowed to blow up innocent civilians. It's not allowed to go and shoot up schools. It's not allowed to go and shoot up nightclubs. It's not allowed to go and cut people's throats. You're not allowed to do that. People still do it. Crazy nut jobs. People that get on these psychotropics. People that didn't have a real family growing up. People that grew up in very hard situations and never found a way to cope because it was actually even harder after you grew up. Grow up, you think, all right, it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna make it. We're gonna find something here. It's gonna be all right. And then suddenly you don't, and then you're out on the street. It's not easy. And why is it like that? Oh, because the companies are taxed to death, and then so on and so forth. And we're trying to turn that around now. Wasn't too easy to find some work around 2008. I'll tell you that. Wasn't too easy. I would know firsthand because I tried. Much better now. People are hiring now. Things are opening back up here. So it's good news. We're trying to turn it back around. We're trying to bring it back. We're trying to help some of the mental illness, because if it's a little bit easier on people, then the family will have it a little bit easier, and you can have a more cohesive unit. And I guarantee you, a lot of the reasons that a lot of these families fight with each other and have all these problems is because of the money issue. They have problems with money. They're fighting about money. They're talking about money all the time. They worry about money, 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 money. Money, money, money. That's it. If they were comfortable with their money and living well, I doubt they would have too much to bitch about with each other. I doubt they would really care about bitching to each other. I bet they would be pretty happy. Or they might be one of these corrupt bastards that just wants more and more and more and more and more, right? There's quite a few of those. Oh, those are the politicians, that's right. They're not happy with their whatever the hell they've stolen from everybody. They want more than that. They can't just go away. They need to be in control. Like old Hill Dog. I don't know what's going on with those people mentally, but please, just go away. You ever just get... Look, you're fine. I'm never going to like you, but that's okay. Just stop. They're never going to stop. That's the other bad part that we come to. I got my list of people running for office. It's about that long right now. And I've got to flesh it out a little bit more. And I've got to do it real soon because we're getting up to time for those midterms and to start that off. So help out our Sheriff Arpaio, that's for sure. Omar Navarro, Paul Nalen, Shiva, yeah, all these guys. I'm going to talk about them. I don't have it all fleshed out just yet right now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this one for the Wednesday night. Oh, the Wednesday special there, transmission. Y'all have a good night, and just crush Thursday and Friday. Weekend's coming soon. We'll be there soon, right? I'll see you then. Let's go with, oh, we got to play y'all out. Here we go. It's nighttime.
I'm just a river rat raised up on Blackwater shine. We got a steel in the field way back in the pines. See, my power taught me well, and now it's all mine. We got a drum filled at 55 gallons of time. Pumping out tradition every minute it comes. A white lightning, pond water, boy, come get your son. Get a pint, mason jar, or get a whole jug. Down by the river, spreading black moon love.